Olá, pessoal! Picture this. You're in Brazil, you want to go out on the weekend. In Portuguese, you ask your Brazilian friend where you can go. And in Portuguese, your friend answers you, dá pra ir pra praia. You know that dá means to give. Para is equivalent to. Dá pra ir pra praia. Give to go to the beach. Give to go to the beach? Like, what? Welcome back to Plain Portuguese, where you learn one of the most common expressions used in Brazilian Portuguese and speak like a Brazilian. New to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so not to miss anything. Give to go to the beach? What's that? In today's lesson, you'll learn one of the most common expressions used in Brazilian Portuguese. And as most expressions can't be taken literally, you'll learn how to use dá para, dá pra. Oh, and you simply can't miss the tip of the day. That is one of those incredibly flexible verbs of our language. It literally means to give, but it has some other meanings and uses. Let's first take a quick look at its conjugation in the present and past tenses. Something fast. So in the present, eu dou, você, ele, ela dá, nós damos, vocês, eles, elas dão. Now in the past. Eu dei, você, ele, ela deu, nós demos, vocês, eles, elas deram. Okay, when dar means to give, depending on the sentence construction, it requires the prepositions a or para. Yeah, so you give something to someone. I give advice to my students. Eu dou conselhos aos meus alunos. Ela deu livro para sua amiga. Eles deram alguns brinquedos para os seus filhos. Now, the expression you're about to learn is impersonal. What do you mean, Bia? Well, I mean that it has no subjects. It will always be conjugated in the third person singular in any verb tense, but always in the third person singular. In the present tense, it will be dá para. That's it. In the past, deu para. In the imperfect, dava para. In the future, dará para. Well, since it's an expression, we prefer to use the future with go, with ir, yes, plus the main verb. So instead of dará para, we prefer to say vai dar para. And then in this case, conjugate ir in the third person singular, yes? So vai dar para. In the conditional, daria para. Is it possible to make it negative, Bia? Oh, it sure is, yes? Place não, nunca, whichever negative word you want to use, right before the verb. Yeah, so then, não dá para, in the past. Não deu para, imperfect. Não dava para, future. Não vai dar para, conditional. Não daria para. And when to use dá para or não dá para, use these expressions followed by a verb in its infinitive form when you want to convey the idea of possibility. Like, what can I do on the weekend? You can go to the beach. It's possible to go to the beach. Dá para ir, infinitive, dá para ir à praia. Dá, conjugated in the present tense. Dá para ir à praia. Yeah? Dá para caminhar no parque. So it's possible to go for a walk in the park. What else? Dá para assistir a filme no cinema. Don't forget that para can be pronounced as pra. So, Dá pra ir à praia. Repeat. Dá pra ir à praia. Dá pra caminhar no parque. Dá pra assistir a um filme no cinema. Let's see some other examples. O que dá pra fazer no fim de semana? O que dá pra fazer no fim de semana? Dá pra ir à praia. Dá pra chegar lá a pé? Dá sim, or simply, dá. Well, but it's a bit far. I'll take a bus. Yeah, is it possible to take a bus? Dá pra ir de ônibus? Dá. Onde dá pra comprar a passagem? Acho que dá pra comprar a passagem online. Now in the past, she promised to clean her house yesterday. Let's see what she could do. O que deu pra fazer? O que deu pra fazer? Deu pra varrer o chão. Deu pra lavar a louça. Não deu pra limpar os vidros. Não deu para limpar toda a casa. Some examples in the imperfect. When he was younger, he could ride a bike on the street. Quando ele era mais jovem, dava para andar de bicicleta na rua. Dava para pescar neste rio. Não dava para assistir ao play em português. There was no internet at that time. Não dava para assistir ao play em português. They look late for an appointment. Você acha que vai dar para chegar a tempo? Vai dar para pegar nosso voo? E não vai dar para embarcarmos. Vai dar para remarcarmos nossa passagem? I hope so. The tip of today, but before it, have you already given a thumbs up to this lesson? If you have, muito obrigada. You have just learned that you can use dar para when you want to convey the idea of possibility. For example, dá para conhecer o Brasil em um mês? Não, não dá. That's not possible. Dá para conhecer o Brasil em um mês? Não, não dá. Guess what? Dar para has also another use. Yes, but this new use is no longer impersonal because there is a subject. And you must make dar, the verb, agree with the subject of the sentence. Let's take a look at some examples. This hotel faces the beach. Este hotel dá para a praia. Este hotel dá para a praia. Some rooms face the beach. Alguns quartos dão para a praia. Yeah, making the proper agreement. Alguns quartos dão para a praia. So see, dar in this use is no longer impersonal. If I'm talking about the hotel, o hotel dá para a praia. About the rooms, os quartos dão para a praia. Other rooms face the swimming pool. Outros quartos dão para a piscina. The restaurant faces the garden. O restaurante dá para o jardim. My room faces the street. O meu quarto dá para a rua. O seu quarto também dá para a rua? Yes. Well, I hope you enjoyed this lesson as much as I did. Thank you for staying until the end. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave me comments and questions below. You know how important they are for you and for me. See you next time. Até a próxima. Tchau!